So, Megan, tell us about yourself. How did you, begin into the industry?
Well, I guess my like start in the industry was going to film school at Afters in Sydney, and I'm originally from Brisbane and didn't go straight from school to film school. I tried out a few different things and sort of um, found my way into directing, I guess, at film school, and was lucky to meet some really great people in my year group, including like my co-writer Beatrice. And in our second year, we were sort of talking about the fact that we wanted to make a feature film, and we thought that could be possible and like easy, which was a bit silly looking back on it. But in our like naivety, we were like, yeah, let's just like make a film, let's write a feature film. At the time, it was like quite hard to access funding, which they've now changed through Screen Australia. So we just were like, well, let's do a crowdfunding campaign and see how we go. So we made Suburban Wildlife, my first feature film, between second and third year of film school in February 2017. And then it was in post production for ages, just calling favors, asking people to do it for, free, very little money, and then working really hard ourselves and pouring our own money into it. And then it did a festival run last year. So I went to Sydney Film Festival amongst others, which was just really surreal and fun. And now it's on iTunes. It launched yesterday, so everyone can watch it.
It's amazing. What's the response on iTunes so far? With just
Well,
over
it only
one.
came out yesterday, so I
Yeah.
know my mum's bought it, and I feel like Bee's mum has bought it, so we've got at least two sales.
Good on for the family, I always say.
Yeah, exactly, on
Family,
your mum.
yeah, yeah, mums are the best. No, that's impressive. Look, I'm amazed. Obviously you have, worked with micro budgeting.
Mm,
Tell us about that. It's like four thousand
yeah,
dollars.
I
That
know.
that is just insane for
I
you.
know. Yeah, we didn't realize how insane it was at the time. We were like, "Oh my God, $4,000, that's so much money. What are we gonna do?" But we were lucky that Afters let us use their equipment, so
Yes.
we didn't have to pay for that. So essentially, that $4,000 went towards the production costs of like catering and transport and a few other things, which do add up very quickly. And yeah, we just everyone was on volunteer agreements, and yeah, we managed to sort of pull favors. But when it came to post production, we needed to raise a bit more money, so we reached out to some production companies that was started by our friends and people we knew, and got a bit more money chipped in. But I think overall the budget is probably just less than 10 grand all up, to do it. But it's like it was not easy, and I would not recommend that to people, I think. But yeah, it definitely was a great learning experience, and everyone who worked on the film, we really bonded together and have worked together on a lot of things. So yeah, a bit of a trial by fire.
Please explain, a little bit of, yeah, that, why it wasn't so easy. What were the real challenges?
Well, I think because it was all of our first feature film, and we were still students at the time, we just really didn't know the scale of what we were taking on.
Mm,
And we'd only ever really done short films beforehand. And it was a 14-day shoot. So coordinating that, working out the locations, I think we had like 24 locations over 14 days, which is stupid because you were just changing locations
that's,
all the time and
yeah.
lost all this time. So we just kept making very like understandable mistakes like that, which looking back on it, I was like, okay, next feature is all in one house. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, it just, there are lots of challenges just in the practicalities of shooting. But I think that's why, I owe so much to our beautiful actors who were able to trust me, even though they really had no reason to. And they just were able to deliver such beautiful performances straight off the bat. So it kind of was like all I was doing was tweaking and then trying to, steer the ship, so that we could all get home on time. But yeah, just from the production onwards and, pre production, it was just I think every day that went past, we realized how big the, you know, project was that we were taking on. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.